Popping off, y'all. Raj coming at y'all. Hope everything is well with you and the family and the glitter and the glaze. And I pray that everybody's feeling well and everybody's doing well. Let's turn it down the program here just a little bit. Just actually listening to a song from my very first CD called Mosaics. The name of that song is called Patience. And I'm not playing that because I feel we got to have patience. No. I'm playing that because that was the first song on the CD. See what it's like back here. Too much glare. You know what I mean? Got no glare. I'll be like that though. I'm gonna shine in on Miles. Because Miles is the young man. You feel me? Alright, before we get started real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what I'm wearing today. I'm wearing this I ain't worn in a while because my man was wore soft lawn yesterday. I'm like, man, I got to crack out some Josh juice. So I ended up grabbing Falling Into the Sea. Falling Into the Sea. Yeah. And the ingredients, since he puts it right on the back, and if everybody know if you have any Josh juice, you have a mystery note. So let's go ahead on and talk about what's in Josh juice and what it smells like. Good. Citrusy, and I'm not citrus head. This is one of the citrus heads, citrusy juices, and mosaics. Other than that, bada bing, bada boom. I never thought Jerry would make me freeze. Jerry has made me freeze. He said, "Galant on intense." I'm going through my memory banks. I can't think about it. I can't think about it, bro. I can't think about it. All right, so here we have imaginary authors. We have lemon, grapefruit, bergamot, lychee, tropical flowers, and the mystery note is probably warm sand. Could you do get like a sandy smell out of this? I'm not really a beach person. I don't like being on beaches and suns and dirty seawater and pissy seawater. Nah, I don't get down like that, man. I don't need to get with water like that. Now, this is way out there in the Indian Ocean where I was at years ago. That water out there is fresh. You know what I mean? Beach water is, oh no, we ain't messing with no beach water, dog. So this smells like some sand on a nice tropical beach somewhere where the water's not polluted. That's what this is. Falling into that sea. Alright? That's what we're working with. Holla at your butt. Okay? So what was that Guerlain back in the day? Lidge. That's the only Guerlain I'm gonna go ahead on and pass outside of saying outside of niche, per se. Outside the Guerlains, like the gold labels Guerlains, stuff like that, you know what I'm talking about. Spiritual Double Vanille, Tante Imperial, Gourmand Coquine. Outside of those, I really don't have no respect, except for maybe for Lidge. I'm not sure about Guerlain. Intense. Not sure. But hey, man, if that's in your collection, you got it. You're wearing. Because I got a designer in my collection, and it's I always want to say JVC, but it's not JVC. It's the Yami. Not made by Dior. Dang, it's been a while. I'm at to wear that since it's been a while. I can't think of it. But yeah, I got some in my. I ain't gonna have like a bougie like that. I got Coach leather wear, number 3, which is a classic. I got Ancre Noir, Balalique, classic. And then I got the joint, dag man, in the square bottle. I can't remember what it was. It's not Dior. It's in a square bottle. Now I want to go back there and get it. So I got a couple. I ain't gonna front on you, JT. I know that's all good, baby. All right, let's get to it. To make change, you got to change. To make effective change, we as a people have to change. I'm not talking about just so-called black people. Y'all got Narciso for men too. Got that as well. That's another classic. You have to affect change, man. If we're gonna stop getting screwed over by our government and everybody else, and right now the government, because they controlled by the deep state people. So we gonna get past being controlled by these deep state people, hypnotizing us every day, hypnotizing our families to make all they want to do is go buy stuff. They're fine. I had no problem with buying stuff. All this stuff was not free. I had to buy it. It's for me. It's for a good purpose to make music so I can express my point of views in my music. That's what this is gonna be. This CD gonna be. I'm gonna be expressing my points of views, man, in my music on this CD. Real talk. 20 years of doing this, I'm expressing some views, man. But to affect change, you have to change. You have to change. You can't have nobody change for you or try to make you change. There's parts of your life that you have to change. If you start by one thing that you know is pretty much detrimental in your life, or something that you know you want to deal with, you know, you might be on meds or something like that, you might be on anxiety drugs. Do you know almost a quarter of Americans are taking some kind of anxiety drugs? And you'll never admit it because you don't want to be the one to say, man, I'm taking Paxil, I'm taking Buddha, I don't know, whatever them drugs. I used to take them back in the day. I already told y'all that. I used to take that stuff back in the day when I was having anxiety problems, man. Buspar, Clonopin. I used to take that stuff, man. I was out of whack. I was totally out of whack. Then one day I was like, I'm done being out of whack. I ain't taking that poison no more. And almost died doing that because you're not supposed to just come off of anxiety medication or some kind of brain medication that mess around with your synapses. You're not supposed to stop doing it. Man, I just stopped taking it, cuz. And I take the heavy, man, because I'm still here for a reason. I really think I'm here for a reason. I stopped taking it, man, when the strength, I just wasn't going to take it no more. Get together, Raj. Get together, dog. And I had to come out of the situation where I had to come out of my spiritual situation. I ain't gonna lie. I had to come out of my spiritual situation, delve back into the secular to get myself back together, to come back. Because I realized that what was happening was my ego, my secular ego was trying to overcome my righteous living style. I was trying to do it. That's why I was going through that thing. And if anybody, like I said, if anybody want to battle, if anybody want to do a spiritual battle, a lot of people want to do a spiritual battle because they know you got to stop doing some things you ain't got no business doing, and you know it's stuff you don't want to be doing. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I got a homeboy, man. He's been on meds ever since I met him. My boy been on meds, man. My boy been on meds, man, as long as I've known him. In fact, when I was getting off that stuff, man, he was still on it. My boy been on meds for like 30 years, man. 30 years, my man been on meds. And I was like, man, you can't take nobody off meds for 30 years, man. They'll snap. They'll snap. And that's why people killing people and shooting up people, man. These people on medications, man. But to get off the medication, you gotta change the way you thinking. And it's hard because your meds got you thinking that I need these meds. Whereas your secular or your ego saying, I don't need these meds, I'm going to keep it pushing, holler at your boy. So I know there might be some amongst us that might be taking anxiety meds or something like that, man, just to cope, just keep pushing off. You know what I mean? So pretty much, you got to figure out, you got to say, well, look, man, for me to get off this day, I got to change the way I think. You got to. And you got to overcome, you got to go, man, you're going to go through a lot trying to change the way you think. That's why people who try to live a righteous life, I'm not going to say any labels, any names, try to live a righteous life, find a battle. Because if you're trying to live a righteous life and you're not feeling any battle, then you ain't trying to live a life. You can't. And I ain't trying to be bodacious, but I'm just saying, I done been through the battle. I've been through the battle like 3 times. I'm going through the battle again now. Changing my life. Not drinking any alcohol. I went out for the first time to not the first time, I think one time I did before. I went out to Platinum Grill last night. If y'all look at my video from last night, I was checking out my band, Soul Revival. And homegirl made me a non-alcoholic drink. And it was good money. So she put salsa water in there. I said, make that for me again. Fruit, fresh mint leaves, all that stuff. But put ginger ale in it. Even though I really don't want to drink ginger ale because it had fructose in it, just that 1 or 2 times, I'm fine. It's still probably better than drinking 2-3 glasses of wine and a beer. You feel me? So you got to change the way you thinking. Now, once we've changed our way of thinking and we're out of the slavery mentality, which you are in, like, unless you got $1 billion, and if you got $1 billion, you still got to keep that $1 billion. That $1 billion is making you a slave to keeping that $1 billion. It's part of the road. You're always a slave, man. You got to free yourself from slavery and realize that whether you're rich or whether you're poor, rich people are not happy. Rich people always trying to find something else to dominate to keep them happy. They ain't trying to find something else to buy to keep them happy. You know, and some are true philanthropists that share their money with poor people and broke people and to help out people. LeBron ain't gonna give y'all nothing, but I bet you watch his games next year, 154 mil. You know what I'm saying? So that's the dealio. So you gotta change your way of thinking, change your mind, man, if you wanna live in this life and be productive. The best way we can start changing the way the government controls us and the social media and all these other is stop buying new. I've been buying consignment shop right here. These pants down here, well, no, I bought these from Bloomingdale's, you know, 7 of Mankind, you know what I mean? But that was before I knew about consignment shops. Stop giving these people consignment my money. I go to a consignment shop and dress better and save more money. I can't walk in Bloomingdale's, Neiman's, you know, and then a couple places you want to drive to get something that you really want, of course. But if you stop spending the majority of your dollars in that, well, it's gonna be hard to separate yourself from the world. You can't play that game with yourself, man, because you end up getting trapped back into it. So, because you're living on the world. Only way you're gonna separate yourself from the world is not to be here anymore. Other than that, you're living in this world. Now, if you're saying separate yourself mentally, it's easier said than done. I mean, you can't tell me that you separate yourself from the world. You can't tell me that. Because, well, worldly things still. I mean, all this studio stuff is worldly things. But what am I doing with these worldly things is what the serious issue is. When you eat food, most of your food is probably GMO food, all that stuff is worldly. Things you do are worldly. You're gonna have to deal with that. It's like, what do you do with the worldly things to transform them things into something that's gonna be other than worldly? We got things we want to do. We planning trips. We want to go to Bahamas. We going here. We going there. We doing this. We doing that. That's worldly. That's worldly. Everything is worldly. But what do you do when you deal with that? I got a lot of people. All they do is take trips. And when they take trips, all they do is go about getting drunk. So they go take trips to all these places. I ain't got nothing against that. If you like go, but when you go there, are you trying to be a better person while you're there? Are you mentally disconnecting yourself from stuff in your mind, your troubles or whatever, you try to change your life? That's cool. But if you're there just to drink, man, get out of here with that. Drinking is worldly. One thing at a time. Like you said, one day at a time. But see, my one day at a time is never one day at a time. When I commit to something, it's automatic. Now, it's not to say I will never drink a glass of wine ever again for the rest of my life. I don't know that. But I'm saying right for now, I don't eat meat. Drinking wine ain't gonna be that big a deal for me. So I'm not drinking wine. And I never drink hard liquor anyway, except if it's in a mixed drink. I don't take shots and stuff. Except at birthday parties when I was doing that, or cookouts, I might take shots, but I don't do shots and all that stuff. So it's easy for me to get out there. I stopped smoking ages ago. Stop doing that. So once you start getting rid of the things that you know are detrimental to you, whether they're worldly or whether they're disastrous for your health, then you can start saying, dang, now I'm starting to change. Stop buying new stuff. Go to consignment shops, buy used, clean it up, wash it up, and wear it. Let somebody else take the hit. And stop voting. How many times have you voted and your candidate don't win? And your candidate wins and nothing changes? And we gotta stop voting. We gotta stop voting, man. Hey, did you vote today? Did you vote today? Yeah, I voted. Wow, we still got knucklehead in office. Obama was still in office for 8 years. Clinton, Bush, I didn't vote for them. I can't remember, but I'm just saying, man, we gotta stop voting. If nobody vote, then what are you gonna say? If nobody voted, if we get everybody on this planet not to vote, or anybody in the United States not to vote, then maybe that'll affect change. Until you just keep voting for the same people. All they do is they act like they fighting each other, and then when they go out, they go have a beer somewhere and have some hookers in the freaking strip club as they got finished arguing. Come on, man, I'm out of here. I got to go. Think about it.